We're here outside Castellamina, which was our first project here in Romania. It was set up in year 2000. We came here specifically originally to create a home for 26 special needs orphans that we found in Doftana back in '98, living in the most awful conditions. We're in Bacau, on the outskirts of Bacau, and in this room to the left of me is a single room, probably about, I don't know, 8 foot by 8 foot, where one of our patients lives, Madalena. Madalena suffers with the effects of HIV/AIDS, and I've known Madalena probably since she's about 12 years old. She was in the orphanage in Commonest, then she was moved to a home here for children with HIV, and it seems that we've followed her around and tracked her through our own programme, so she's now on our hospice palliative care programme. And we came here back in October, and we actually renovated this room for her because it was absolutely terrible, so we've made the best of it we can.
How many more people do you think there are like Madalena out there?
Hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know. Today we've decided to go out to a patient called Stefan Balumes. And Stefan suffers with hydrocephalus, which is the swelling of the brain and head due to some form of liquid. I don't know because I'm not really that medical. I think Stefan's about 10 years old. Lives again in quite a rural area, but we're going to go and pick up Nurse Adela because the minibus has got stuck in the snow today because it's heavy snowfall today, as you can maybe see out the window, and so we've got to go and rescue Adela first and then go on to a patient's house. Palliative care movement in the UK is new. It was only really brought into the UK in the 1960s, and so it's still relatively a new treatment. So we're pioneering here in Romania, actually, and especially in this region, something new. And we'd like everyone to be involved. You know, you don't have to be a Christian or anything to be involved with our work. We work with all people, creed, race, colour, doesn't matter. We work with everyone. We don't discriminate that way. That's not what we're about. Yeah, we're up at a village called Năgastrului. It's actually situated on top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere, actually. There's a population of around 700 people here, and we came here today because we have a patient here. Her name is Prieten. She's a single mum. She suffers with HIV, and because of the distance between here and where the hospital is to pick up her antiretrovirals is so vast, especially for someone who's living in poverty, we brought the ARVs to her so that she doesn't have to go to Bacau to pick them up. So it's a very rural community, it's a very poor community. Most of the people here are Roma, which would be gypsies. There's no sanitation here. There's a well at the bottom of the valley, very difficult to get to in the summer and the winter. And there's no sanitation, as I say, inside the houses, no hot and cold running water. They have to leave the houses to use the toilets or anything like that. So it's quite a poor community. Prieten in Romania means friend, and what we're trying to do is create a sponsorship scheme for the young people and the young adults who are on our hospice programme up at Casa Albert. Prieten is probably the first type of scheme of its kind. We did some research into this, and we found that there's no other organisation running sponsorship for children who are terminally sick. And so somebody at the end of the day has to pay for the palliative care, the hospice care, and so we feel that if we can create a sponsorship scheme which involves a sponsor personally more and more with the young person, we feel this is a really way forward for the young person to continue with its palliative care treatment.
Why is important? Because it's our mission. Because when I can help someone, I can't be indifferent in front of their needs. And to believe that when you give something, you are not more poor like yesterday. You can be more rich.
For the parents here living in Romania, it can become quite isolated when you have a child who's sick and a child who's dying. And for most of them, it's become having a community and having people around them who understand how they feel and have been through what they're going through. We have started things like support groups here for the parents and the siblings of the children who are sick, because otherwise they're so isolated by their circumstance. If you can't get out of your house, not many people are going to come to visit you. So for the families here, the hospice nurses have become a bit of a lifeline, because they're somebody else to see during the week and because they can meet other people in the same situation. We need to raise the funds to run Hospice Casa Albert every month. It costs us £13 for every visit our nurse makes and £10 for every visit a child makes here at the hospice. Coming here to Hospice Casa Albert is a joy for me, and the day centre is the thing that makes it easier for me to visit some of these children and young adults who are really poorly, because I know now that they're living in a better way, because they're getting brilliant care from the nurses, and because the joy they have when they come here, those kind of things keep you going, and they make it more acceptable to see some of the struggles that the families go for.
Because God really is attent. He's not indifferent. And He looks to you, who has got a rich heart. God loves him in your life, in your future, in your family. So you will live with more happiness in your life. This is important. If you don't give nothing, and if you live only for yourself in your life, you are a poor man.
It's a free service, and also again it's also our witness as a Christian organisation to a God that cares through His people. So we give this service to the people and the children because we know that God loves these guys.
Please donate for us, because Hospice Casa Albert can improve the quality of life for many people from Bacău and Romania, especially nord-est of Romania. It's important for our children and young adults and adults to have access at our services. Our team, Hospice Casa Albert, is a special team because they can improve the quality of life of this person. Thank you.